Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to another video. Have quite of a cool one planned for you guys today. Realistically, I want to share something that I thought was pretty fascinating. Now, before I dive in, know that I have absolutely no association with Harry Potter or anything like that. But my daughter got these books for Christmas, and I thought these were really cool, right? You have the chapter books, which are illustrated. They come with graphics. They come with all of these different pictures. And I want to share a business lesson around these books, right? Because at its core, this is just a Harry Potter book, right? It's just a book, but it's a different variation of the same book that has sold millions and millions of copies, ultimately creating a brand new angle to actually sell this book because there is something different about this one compared to others. So that's what I'm actually going to be covering today, how you can actually sell things like Harry Potter and make more money in your online business because of it, by simply repackaging, changing the positioning, or changing the marketing angles that you guys are using to sell your products and services. So I do have a little presentation I'll pull up. We'll run through it. This also reminds me of a training I've done quite a few times over the years for our clients, talking about an always new strategy, always having a new offer. And this is a very good real-time representation of that in a physical product that almost everybody in the entire world is aware of. So let's go ahead and dive in. And if you guys have any questions around, deploying this into your business or looking at different ways that you can make more sales with your products and services, let me know in the comments, and we can go back and forth and figure something out unique to you. All right, so here we go. How Harry Potter can teach you to sell the same thing over and over again and make more money, right? Over 500 million Harry Potter books, copies are sold worldwide, okay? But here's the thing. They didn't sell the exact same book every time. Hardcover, paperback, anniversary editions, illustrated versions, even house-themed versions. So this is a really cool angle about taking one product and packaging it in multiple different ways to create essentially a new offer, right? Now you have this, Hufflepuff themed book that is the same exact book as the regular one, but now everybody who likes Hufflepuff is going to want to buy that Hufflepuff themed book, right? It's the same book, same story every time, but it keeps people coming back for more. And I want to explain how you guys can actually start doing this in your own online business with your own products, with your own services. Now, this is the concept at its core, right? Making you the Harry Potter of your niche, okay? This is the secret sauce. The story doesn't change, but the packaging, the timing, the exclusivity, the different nuance of this book and how it's positioned, which is ultimately causing people to, want to collect them all or get the illustrated set or get the original set, right? It's simply changing the packaging, but it's at its core, it's the same story. It's the same thing, same exact thing. And how you can apply this to your business, that's exactly what you can do with your offers. You can repackage, you can reposition, you can promote them like there's something new. You can pull pieces out, you can add or remove elements to make it relevant to different people in your audience. You can play with pricing. You can do so many different things with your products and your services online that you can really emulate this. And I wanted to make this analogy in this representation because it's a very easy to understand representation of what you do online. So how this applies to your business. Okay, so you can look at one piece of your offer stack. Like as an example, if you have a coaching program right now that goes over 12 weeks and you help people, generate 100 leads and grow their audience and do all this type of stuff inside of your 12-week coaching program, you can pull out 3 weeks. You can pull out 4 weeks. You can sell intro offers. Hey, instead of selling the full 12 weeks, I'm just going to sell 3 weeks for this month. I'm going to do a 30-day coaching program. And the reality of it is you can actually just house the clients in the exact same coaching offer, but it becomes a new thing to the audience, right? It becomes new, fresh content angles, becomes new outcomes and specific pain points that you're solving. Okay. if you guys can start doing this, we talked about this morning on our coaching call with our group G students. Like, you can start pulling out one piece of your programs and your offers. And I'll give you a quick visual representation of what this could actually look like. So this is our paid community group juice. If you look at all of these different classroom sections, you have this building the basics inside of your business where we cover, the hidden 100K business plan, how you can turn your social media you're already using daily into a 6-figure business. There's like 40 different videos inside of here, which are all geared towards helping a bare bones beginner start their business online. So I can go out and I can create a bunch of content, and I can run a promotion around this one topic. Okay, around the beginners wanting to build a successful and simple online business. And then I could do the same thing with this. Okay, this is another classroom section all about groups, right? Growing your group, setting up your group, what type of content to put inside of your group, right? How to close sales in the DMs. This is kind of our group cadence and our flow of actually monetizing communities. So then again, I can come out and I can go create a bunch of content around this one topic. Okay, hey, you do want to learn how to grow and monetize a group, right? Then I could do the same thing down here. This is another classroom section, right? So then this is all about launching an offer of your own. So we have a 7-step offer launch framework as well as cash injection strategies, which are all geared towards generating ROI inside of your business. So then again, I can go create a bunch of attention, create a bunch of content around this one thing inside of my actual program. So then this creates a bunch of different content angles, because let's say I go out and I create 45 pieces of content about this, 45 pieces of content about this, 45 pieces of content about this, and it's all just the exact same offer, but I'm creating all of these different lenses and outcomes based on where I want the consumer to actually start inside of my program. So that's kind of what I'm talking about today. I want to break that down because this is a very powerful strategy that you guys can start using, which kind of rolls right into number 2 of this actual presentation, is it gives them a specific result. It's a lot easier for me to tie a very specific result to a micro thing inside of my offer, right? So as I was mentioning, I could start pulling pieces out or using that as the main anchor to get people in. Hey, if you're a brand new beginner, hey, if you want to learn how to grow a group, hey, if you want to launch your own offer, those are all specific outcomes, which then makes selling easier because it's going to resonate with a very specific subsection of your audience, but it's also going to repel the people, right? Hey, I'm not a beginner. This isn't relevant to me. Hey, I don't want to grow a group. This isn't relevant to me. And that's fine. But it's going to make actually selling a lot easier. Now, this is also going to create fresh new content angles. This is going to give you the ability to create all sorts of different angles, and everybody loves the new shiny shit, the new stuff on the block, etc., etc. This is going to give you the ability to really put a fresh coat of paint on your old offers and make them look new, right? So then you're going to be able to extrapolate buyers that have maybe been kind of dormant in your audience. You're going to be able to pull people out that have just been waiting. You're going to be able to actually start facilitating more lead flow, because you're going to be able to lean into a new content angle with a adjacent or different specific outcome for those people inside of your worlds. Okay, so that's how we're going to apply this. Obviously, you kind of already have to have an offer to make this viable. Whether you're selling it or not, you can do this though. So you could do this with your own products, your affiliate offers, etc. So, okay, example of repackaging. Okay, I want to break down a little bit of, I know I just did this on my inside of the Group Juice community, but I'll talk about how 2 different ways that you can kind of repackage your digital products, your offers, your coaching, your services, right? My content strategy equals me talking about the launching of an offer of your own using our simple 8-week cash flow class, but this is just a module inside of our accelerated income mastermind. So as an example, if I went out and I started creating all of this content and all of this attention around, hey, I want to help you personally launch your offer over the span of 8 weeks, right? We'll look at your copy. We'll help you write the offer. We'll help you map out a content plan. We'll help you navigate conversations and close sales in the DMs. And that's what I'm talking about from a marketing and a public perspective. But then when I have them jump into the accelerated income, I have them jump into the 8-week cash flow class. I just have them start at the top of our coaching program because this is just a module. As I was referencing, like with this scenario on my group, I could start talking about, them launching an offer right here, and I could sell them on this $950 a year program. And I just start them with this actual classroom, right? They jump in, they want to launch their offer. I have them start here. That's one way to repackage. So technically, you're not really changing your delivery. You're not restructuring your programs or your courses or anything like that. You're just changing the angle or the lens that you're talking about your products and your offers publicly. So this becomes a new thing. And if you look at this, we could do this over the span of 3 months, right? We could cycle through this. So like 30 days, I talk about my beginner training. 30 days, I talk about my group offer. And 30 days, I talk about, offer launches and ROI strategies and cash injection. And then I can just start going in circles like this. I could just start doing this month 1, right? I could start doing this one on month 2 and then this one on month 3 and then just repeat and go in circles. So then I'm essentially creating a constantly new offer stack for people in my audience, even if it's the same stuff inside of my ecosystem that I already have. Okay, so hopefully that's making sense. It's basically just changing the public perception of how you're promoting your offer versus actually changing what's inside of your offers. Okay. Now there's number 2 that you can actually do this too would actually be just creating a separate standalone product. If I actually wanted to just remove this, as an example, if I just pulled this out, this beginner training, if I pulled this out of my product and I put it somewhere else and I just started selling access to that, or I did it with this, or you can even get super micro with it, is like I could literally pull one video out of this 38 module masterclass and I could sell it for $1, right? And then obviously when I sell that, the goal would be to get them to ascend up into, my higher priced product. But that's an example of repackaging and taking the offer or the products that I already have and putting a fresh coat of paint on them, right? You can literally do this with so many different things. The quickest and the simplest and the most effective way to do this without changing too much is adding or removing some types of elements of support. And what I mean by that, as an example, hey, for the next 3 people who grab this for me, I'm going to be doing a 4-week case study with them where I'm going to personally help them do XYZ. Hey, for the next 1 person that jumps into this offer that I have, that I've already had for the last 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, for the next 1 person that grabs it, I'm going to be doing weekly coaching calls with them for the span of 60 days. I'm going to do weekly one-on-one calls with them for the span of 60 days. I'm going to do a kickoff call with them where I'm going to personally write them a plan to starting their business, as an example. These are probably one of the most slept on but powerful things that you could add on or remove continuously. You could do this every other month. You could do this, every 3rd week of the month. You open up 2 spots to work with you inside of your offer where you throw in a special bonus. Okay. So that's a good example of repackaging your offer by literally just adding or removing different elements of support. Okay. Next up, why this works so well. The shiny object syndrome psychology. Like, let's be real. Everybody loves new shit. This is why most people stay stuck in their online business, because they just keep chasing loopholes and band-aids and quick fixes to their online business, and then they just don't really go anywhere. Number 1, people love the new stuff, right? Let's be real. But you changing the lens or the way that you're promoting your current offers, you're still getting them into the exact same offers or the ecosystems that you've built, but you're just adding and removing different elements to potentially, pull them out. Pull people out of your audience because, hey, now this makes sense, right? Now I want to do this because there's an extra added value, or maybe you're giving away a physical bonus, or you're giving them a book or a microphone or something, obviously if that's in the profit margins, but you're tweaking the angle from the public's perspective to realistically create, scarcity and urgency, right? Limited edition, bonus limited to the first 5 people. Combine that with time limit and you're golden, right? From now until Friday, if 3 people grab this from me, I'm going to be doing this extra thing that's going to help them make their life a lot easier. Okay, this works really well at pulling people out of your audience that have been kind of waiting for the right time, or maybe they've said no before. Maybe they said no to your products and services, or maybe they said they didn't have finances, or they weren't ready to purchase yet. Right? This throwing in a little bonus stack or something on the fly can work really well at pulling those people out that have kind of just been sitting on the sidelines and watching for a fairly long time. Okay, next up, how to create new offers from the same core product. Okay, so first and foremost, like I was mentioning, pull out a subsection. Just like Harry Potter themed versions, focus on one house. Okay, Gryffindor, Slytherin, etc. Focus on one part of your offer. Instead of pitching the full workshop or this full program or this full masterclass or this whole like one-stop shop thing for people building their business, lean into one micro outcome that product solves and use that to create a different, new, fresh content angle, marketing angle to actually start generating lead flow and conversations around your offers, right? And as I mentioned, you can either do this as a standalone. You could literally pull out a subsection of this program. You could pull out a subsection of your product and sell it as an evergreen offer, as a standalone product. You can't do that if you're an affiliate, but what you would be doing instead is, if you were doing this off like the back end of an affiliate product, you would just be changing the lens that you're promoting it from in the public content. Okay, but there's two different ways that you could effectively do this. Okay, I used to do this all of the time back when I was still selling affiliate products. I really was selling affiliate products in 2021. I did my first six figures as an affiliate, and that's what I was selling. I was selling a masterclass that was $1,500, and I was really selling on the front publicly. I was selling a 6-week case study group with me, where I'd personally help you set up your business. I'd help you create content. I'd help you write your offers, and I'd help you close sales in the DMs, right? So that's what I was promoting on the front end in my content, in my marketing, in my promotions, but they were just buying the affiliate product. So that's another reference for pulling one topic or one subsection of what I'm doing, even if I'm selling something kind of different, if that makes sense. Next up, layer in bonuses or assets. As I was mentioning, add bonuses like Q&A calls, templates, cheat sheets to make it feel fresh. Okay, so sign up this week and I'll throw in my private 6-step offer creation blueprint. You guys probably already have resources or assets or trainings, especially if they're leveraged. Okay, like this is a power play too. We could do is like, if somebody went and bought an affiliate product from us, we could just give them access to our signature offer group juice for free. That's a way of bonus stacking an offer or making it new. Hey, you go buy this and we'll just give you this for free. That's throwing something else on top of it to increase the perceived value. Okay. And then again, this will be the last part. This is really powerful, especially when you do this consistently, or you cycle through these, adding or removing a piece/bonus. For the next 3 people, I'll give you XYZ on top of the program that you're purchasing. From until X date, I'll be hosting a training where I'm covering XYZ. Okay, if you jump in before X date, I'll add XXX to help you overcome the next challenge. Physical bonus for the next 5 people. Digital product that enhances the core product for a limited time. Right? Hey, if you buy this before the end of January, I will throw in, my lead generation training that allowed me to generate my first 1,000 leads with free content creation. Okay. Free access to a tool or something that enhances the product's experience. As I was mentioning, the quickest and easiest way to do this would be adding and removing some type of proximity, support, coaching, one-on-one calls, weekly coaching calls, or, hey, for the next 4 weeks, I want to help you build out your business, and we'll kind of work together over the next 4 weeks. And the real power in this is like, the more that you end up doing this, you'll start seeing what pops really well with your audience. And then you can start cycling through different ones, right? Say you put out a little offer that is for a limited number of people and your audience like gobbles it up quickly and purchases. Then you can do something different for, the next 45 days or whatever. And then you can always bring that back. Hey, I'm doing this again because last time everybody in my audience loved it. And this is how you end up having like 2 or 3 main core offers as an example that you end up cycling through, even if it's just selling the exact same product based on proof of concept from your audience actually already buying. So rolling right into your monthly promo plan, be the JK Rowling of your business, rotate focus. And this doesn't have to be each month. It could be on a weekly basis, could be on a monthly basis, completely depends. But I'll give you the example, right? Spotlight a different feature of your offer, leaning into micro solutions or outcomes that your offer provides. Okay. January, focus on outcome / problem number 1. February, focus outcome problem number 2. March, problem number 3. And then you could just restart, right? April would be problem number 1 again. And you can start cycling through these, because if you're continuously growing and you're building your audience and you're generating lead flow, it's always going to be new to the people that are coming into your worlds, and they're fairly new to you. So you can do this on a monthly basis. You could do this on a weekly basis. And like I was talking with the previous slide, is you could literally start doing this, adding and removing different elements of the bonuses, adding and removing different things on like a weekly or a monthly basis. You can always cherry pick the ones that are selling the best and use those over and over and over again. I think it gets so overcomplicated about what it actually takes to make sales online. If you have a content strategy that's working, do more of that. If you have an offer that's selling, do more of it. Like a lot of the times it's not about adding another piece or another element. It's simply doing more of the shit that is already working, right? When I first hit my first $10,000 a month online, it was like, hey, I'm going to go add all this other stuff. And then I started not making $10,000 a month anymore. And then my mentor at the time was like, well, you stopped doing all the stuff that was actually making sales. If you want to take your business from 10 to 20, 30, 40, 50, $75,000 a month, then you need to just increase the volume of what's already working, instead of like going and building this new process that hopefully works. So it'll start giving you data so that we can really see what is working and isn't working with your audience. This won't always pop off, but once you do get data around maybe what bonuses hit the best with your audience, what pain points or struggles or things that your audience enjoy the most, you can start doubling down on those, right? You'll start seeing common themes in your audience. They're telling you, hey, I really enjoyed this piece. I really want to do this. I'm looking to do this. Like, use those to your advantage and package them into offers that help your audience fix the problem that they're facing. They're telling you, they will tell you, or ask them, right? Hey, I'm thinking about doing this for the next 3 people. What is the one thing that would be most beneficial to getting you from where you're at right now to your goal? Okay, conclusion. Sell like Harry Potter, whether it's hardcover, illustrated, or Hufflepuff theme edition. J.K. Rowling and her team have mastered the art of making an old story feel brand new, and it's made her a billionaire. Okay, you can do this exact same thing in your business. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel every month. Instead, repackage, reframe, and relaunch the same offers that you're already trying to sell with a fresh angle. Trust me, your audience and your wallet will thank you. And that's all I got for you guys today. And to leave you on this note, I thought this was a really cool lesson. And here's what I'll tell you about it. The training that I did today, and where I'm talking about your always new offer and this always new strategy, is me using the concept that I'm talking about right now, because it's a training that I did years ago about repackaging your offers to make them look brand new in your market. You know, and that's all I got. Hope you guys have a kick-ass day. Make 2025 magical, and make sales, have fun, and enjoy your business.